Hi, this is Nick Santamaria, and you're listening to TV Confidential.
I was robbed. I spent the whole night waiting for the great pumpkin when I could have been out for tricks or treats. Halloween is over and I missed it. You blockhead.
The Robertson with a reminder that we will play part 2 of our conversation with Ruta Lee during our second hour. We hope you'll stay tuned for that. In the meantime, Tony Figueroa and Donna Allen are with us as we commemorate the premiere broadcast of It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown on CBS as part of This Week in TV History. Before we went to break, Tony was talking about how It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown reflects an era when it was still okay for kids to go out trick-or-treating by themselves and at night. Going back to It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, I don't remember whether this was in the special or the comic strip.
Okay.
But you mentioned Sally.
Yes.
And one of the punchlines, and I think Sally says this, and correct me if I got it wrong, but I could have went for tricks or treats. I'd never seen that term before, but in Charlie Brown it was tricks or treats. And
I could have had candy, apples, candy, and gum.
Instead, I stayed here all night and saw nothing but a used dog. And the final panel, Snoopy takes umbrage at that used dog.
Yeah.
That sounds like a strip very close to the...
But I remember seeing that. I don't remember whether that made the special, but I remember seeing that in the strip.
Yeah. And remember, there was another storyline playing out simultaneously at the Halloween party.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown is narrating the story of the World War I flying ace. And, you know, Snoopy is not involved with Halloween. He is fighting the Red Baron. Mm-hmm. And then the two stories kind of coalesce because when Linus thinks it's the Great Pumpkin, it's the silhouette. But it is Snoopy dressed as the flying ace.
And that's the first time we see the flying
ace, yeah.
Which of the Peanuts characters was the one who had problems with scissors?
That would be Charlie Brown.
Okay, because I remember the tagline "I got a rock." But I remember one had a
yes, because Charlie Brown cut way too many holes in the sheet.
That's right.
He had a little trouble with the scissors.
That's right.
And Pigpen, well, everybody knew who he was because he was still raising a cloud of dust.
Yeah. Of course, you talk about a simple time. I think Lucy had a witch's mask, but pretty much everyone else wore sheets.
And I think she even had a sheet.
Yeah.
With her witch's mask.
Yeah.
And it was so simple, which is, again, part of the beauty of all of these the earliest specials.
When you were a kid, did you go trick-or-treating?
Oh, this is a painful topic for me. My mother hated Halloween with a passion. Hated it. She allowed us to go, but we never got the cool costumes. You know, it was like, well, I was growing up, my mother put patches on you. I was a pirate. I said, but I'm a girl. I want to be a princess. So never got the cool costumes, and usually 2 days after Halloween, all of my Halloween candy would disappear. My mother would throw it away. So it got to the point where I stopped going. It just wasn't. Tony has wonderful memories. Tony had fun. It was never fun for me.
Did you ever dress up as an adult?
No. I don't think so. Did I? Have I? No?
I don't. I'm still waiting for you to.
No, and I suppose I could be a princess now.
Yeah.
But,
well, yeah, thanks to the Disney gift shops. Yeah, they make a fortune.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have a tiara that you put on every once in a while. But it is also, I think, the ultimate irony is, you know, back in those days, you could get an apple.
Yes.
Something like that. Now...
Without anything inserted into it.
Yeah, and, you know, the idea of things like that were viable and acceptable. Apples, cookies, things like that.
Nickels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, pre-wrapped, you know, processed candies and food. The most unhealthy thing that you could be giving kids is probably the safest thing you could be giving them as well, because that is a sad part of the whole thing. Fortunately, I guess somebody is making good money off of Halloween. Oh, every election year. I think every election year without fail, the candidates' Halloween masks. The top-selling mask always predicts the winner of the election. And, I
did not know that.
Yes.
During the presidential election years.
Yeah, another interesting tidbit of Halloween. And I think still the most selling mask is Richard Nixon. I don't think anybody's come close to that. But I don't think anybody's ever going to break that record.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the Peanuts franchise a few years later, in 1972, You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown, dealing with Linus's run for the school president. And how does he lose the election? I'd like to say a few words about the Great Pumpkin.
I hadn't remembered that one until you brought that up, and now I remember it.
Yes, and the two specials right now, I mean, now that they're running on ABC, we'll often run those two together. I think they usually like to have an hour block, so those two will usually run together.
I remember
and I think it's a wonderful special. It's very funny.
I remember the final panel of that in the comic strip. You have the second to last strip, everyone is bursting and howling with laughter, and the final script, Linus says very quietly, "I've blown the election."
I love the credits in The Great Pumpkin because, first of all, you have, before that, it is so sweet, Lucy going to the pumpkin patch in the middle of the night and kind of walking Linus.
It's afternoon.
Right.
It's afternoon.
No, but Lucy taking Linus back home.
Right.
Oh, at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
When, she wakes up, she goes out to the pumpkin patch, and she's basically, guiding him back and puts him to bed.
She's being big sister.
She's being a big sister.
She's being sweet.
Yeah.
Which
is unusual
yes.
for Lucy.
But, it kind of, it was nice that they added that moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then the following afternoon, where it's just Charlie Brown and Linus at the brick wall. And Charlie Brown says, yeah, well, I've done a lot of stupid things, too. And Linus is outraged. And he goes on this rant, which is eventually muffled by the theme music. Mm-hmm. But, as the camera is panning back, I love talking about cameras with animation.
Yeah.
But it's panning back, and I'd say 2/3 of the top of the screen is the credits rolling. And little by little, Linus is getting muffled, and the music is overwhelming what he's saying. But you could still see this small animated character livid, fuming, enraged, and it's just the hands flailing as the last parts of the credit roll. I think the last thing that shows is, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and it has, all the, the copyright information there, and his arms are still flailing, and Charlie Brown realizes that he said the wrong thing at the wrong time. But it is just
wait
funny.
till next year.
Yeah. I mean, it is funny just to see a small boy, and I think we've all had that as children, whatever upsets us, and I'll say the word pisses us off at that, and you don't know, whatever the thing's going to set you off, and you get on that rage. And I just, I always had to watch until that last second, just because, even though I don't know what he's saying at this point, you can just feel the rage of this character. It is, adorable and just so beautifully done, and taking full advantage up to the last frame, the last second, the last frame of that episode, of that special.
And totally off. I think of all the specials, it's one of the most beautifully drawn, and the colors are the most beautiful.
Yeah,
something that we don't see on TV in terms of animation anymore. All hand done.
Yeah.
All hand done. Childhoodtelevision.blogspot.com, childhoodtelevision.blogspot.com, also storysalon.com. Donna's 4-part novel series is now complete.
Yes, it is. The last book, Fall Again Reunion, was published a few months ago. You'll see where the story finally ends.
And to find out how the story begins and end, go to fallagainseries.com. Tony and Donna, we'll see you both next time.
Next time.
Tony will be back at the end of our second hour as we play part 2 of our conversation with Jeff Abraham. Jeff Abraham, co-author of The Show Won't Go On, the most shocking, bizarre, and historic deaths of performers on stage. That is coming up in our second hour. Our second hour will also feature part 2 of our conversation with showbiz legend Ruta Lee. We hope you'll stay tuned for that as well. In the meantime, we have a few minutes, enough time to tell you about Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert, an 11 DVD configuration of legendary live concerts from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremonies from 2010 to 2017, plus the 25th anniversary Rock and Roll Hall of Fame concerts from 2009, which the Philadelphia Inquirer called the All-Star Jam of a fan's dreams. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert, because a set comprised of 3 separate collections. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert 2014, 2017. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert Encore 2010, 2013. And the big mother of rock concerts, the 25th anniversary Rock and Roll Hall of Fame concerts from 2009. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert includes 164 iconic performances, collaborations, and induction speeches from such rock giants as Alice Cooper, Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Cheap Trick, Chicago, ELO, Crosby, Stills and Nash, Sting, Heart, YouTube, Jeff Beck, Mick Jagger, Paul Simon, Ringo Starr, and many, many others. Retail price for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert is $99.99. $99.99. Plus it includes collectible booklets and the 26-page collector's edition of Rolling Stone that features behind-the-scenes stories of the 25th anniversary Rock and Roll Hall of Fame concerts. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert, 164 iconic performances on 11 DVDs. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Concert, available now at retail from our friends at Time Life. We will play part 2 of our conversation with Ruta Lee during our second hour. Plus, we'll bring you an encore presentation of our conversation with Bill Marx. Bill Marx, son of Harpo Marx, as we take a look at the television career of the Marx Brothers. All that more coming up in hour number 2 of TV Confidentials. Stay with us.
Now the College Bowl starring Chico Marx is officially open for your entertainment. First act, curtain going up.
Listen, Chico, what's the matter? You look beat. Get me a Pepsi-Cola. I'm all tired. I was doing my Easter shopping, and I was in the department store. The elevator used to break down.
Gosh, what happened?
For 20 minutes, I was stuck between the men's shorts and the ladies' girdles.
Chico, don't forget. Tomorrow you and I are marching in the Easter parade. What are you going to wear?
I got to wear my cutaway coat.
Why?
It's the only thing hides in my torn-away pants.
Pardon me, can you tell me where I'll find the owner?
There he's right there.
Oh, are you the owner of this establishment?
No, I'm the boss of this joint.
Well, that's what I mean. Let me introduce myself. I'm J. Remington Thompson.
Well, my name is Chico Rebelli. Anything I can do for you?
Yes. You see, I own a large chain.
That's nice if you got a big dog.
If you haven't been listening to TV Confidential, this is who you're missing.
Michelle Nichols, Adrienne Barbeau,
Leonard Maltin,
Joyce Bullisan,
Peter Onorati,
Judy Norton,
Robert Wagner, Robert Hooke,
Lee Purcell, Julie Bass, Rhonda Shear, Michelle Lee, Jacqueline Smith,
Lou Antonio,
Shirley Jones,
and many, many more of your favorite celebrities and people behind the scenes in the world of television. That's TV Confidential, every week on this station and every day online at televisionconfidential.com.
Become a TV Confidential confidant and receive unlimited access to the last 5 years of TV Confidential, plus other members-only content. To find out more, go to televisionconfidential.com and click Become a Confidant. Enter the coupon code CONFIDENTIAL when you sign up, and you'll receive $5 off your first month's membership. For more information, go to televisionconfidential.com and click Become a Confidant.
You can listen to this show all over again as a podcast on iTunes, Spreaker, TuneIn, Apple Podcast, and wherever podcasts are found. Best of all, it's free. To subscribe to the TV Confidential podcast, go to the homepage at televisionconfidential.com and click Subscribe Now.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you're testing your blood sugar 4 or more times per day, injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetic Health Hotline today.
800-712-8002. That's 800-712-8002. Paid for by U.S. Med.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-296-1251. 800-296-1251. That's 800-296-1251.
Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Alexa users, you can now listen to TV Confidential on your smart speaker by just saying, Alexa, play TV Confidential. Enabling our Alexa skill is easy. To find out how, go to televisionconfidential.com/Alexa. This portion of TV Confidential is brought to us by our friends at Front Porch Realty Group, the community of realtors in the Northern Bay Area of California that is committed to finding the solution that is best for their clients.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to sell or lease your property in Northern California, call 415-886-7411 or visit FrontPorchRealtyGroup.com for more information on how they can help you.